Ooh, look at this. It's so bad. So today we had a bad day. Both ships failed. And what happened? This one had very little power. And when I was looking at its battery before we started playing, I noticed that it had some swelling on it. It looks like it started rusting, and it looks like the rust has affected the contacts. In order to check what happened to the battery, we have to have a multimeter and check the voltage. We will choose direct voltage and touch the contacts of the battery. And we see it's showing only 2.9 volts, while the battery is 7.4 volts. There are two small batteries inside, each of them is 3.7 volts. They add up to 7.4 volts in total. Out of curiosity, let's check what happened with this battery. When you do this, make sure you have gloves to protect your hands and goggles to protect your eyes, just in case. We're going to cut this thing out and see what happens with batteries when they get exposed to water. When you play with boats, of course, you need to maintain them really well. Water eats everything. You can't really avoid water getting on different elements of such toys, and here you see what happened. Actually, what happened with our boat is, when we played with this boat near the rocks, we hit the rock under the water and the rudder got broken and it fell off, and there was this hole here through which water got inside. And I think that's how the water affected these batteries here. But let's check. Ooh, look at this. It's so bad. So you can do nothing about this battery. You'll just have to find another one. So what can we do with this boat now? The boat was slow in the waves because the voltage was enough. The battery, we cannot use it anymore. And the battery that this model used was lithium-ion battery, which does not provide really high current. The idea was also to compete with two boats, but this boat is too fast for that one. So we need to improve the speed of this white boat. One of the options we have is to buy a LiPo battery, and this is what I did. I bought a small LiPo battery with 1500 milliamperes per hour. These LiPo batteries are mostly used in RC toys because they provide high current, so they can discharge energy faster than regular lithium-ion batteries. And they're not as heavy as the regular lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries have metal casing, but LiPo batteries don't have metal casing, so they are not that heavy. So we reduce the weight of the boat and add a battery that can output higher current. On LiPo batteries you can find out what the discharge capacity by looking at this indicator. In this case it says 45C, which is pretty high discharge rate. By providing higher discharge rate, you make the electric motors rotate faster, so the boat will become faster. So what we're gonna do is we will cut this wire now. I will use these connectors to connect the battery. I will keep the connector. These connectors will help me connect the cables without soldering. And then I have this cable here, which I will use to connect this connector, which I'll put on the cable of the boat with the battery. Another way to do it would be to buy these cables with the connectors soldered to them already and connect these cables to the cables of the boat by soldering or just by tying them together and insulating with the tape. Also, I will have to do some modification in the battery casing here so that this battery fits inside. The wires are ready now, and it's important now to connect the wires correctly. The red wire should go with the red wire. The black wire should go with the black wire. And we will just connect the battery now. And the boat actually is ready to go. Let's now test it. And now let's turn on the remote control. The light is blinking. If you watched the previous videos, you will know that this boat has to be in water in order to synchronize with the remote control. The receiver starts working in the boat when it gets into water. When the boat gets into water, electricity starts passing through water from one axle to another and turns on the receiver inside. As we don't have any water, we'll just use a metal bar here. I'll put the metal bar, and now you see that the remote control is synchronized with the boat now, and we can check if it works. And yes, from the sound of the rotating motors, we understand that this LiPo battery provides much more current than a regular lithium-ion battery. So now I hope this boat will move even faster, and we will be able to have fun playing with both boats, this one and this one. We want to compete with two boats and have fun. Let's see how it goes. Okay, time to test now new batteries. And unfortunately it doesn't move as fast as it used to. As you can see, the black boat moves much faster. But not a big deal. It could be another project. We could try to increase voltage, put another electronic speed controller and make it move even faster. But for now we can't compete with two boats. This white boat is now too slow, but it used to be faster. My last guess why this boat is not moving as fast as it used to is a possible problem with electric motors. I remember one day the propellers stopped moving, and it happened because water got into the electric motors, and I forgot to add oil inside of them to push out the water, and the motors got rusty inside. So I had to add oil and then force the propellers to move with my hand, and after that I was able to clean out the rust. But I think after that the axles were not moving as freely as they used to, and maybe also the rust is affecting how much magnetic field is created inside of the electric motors. And maybe now, although out of water, it looks like the propellers are moving freely and fast, but in water, as the magnetic field inside of the electric motors is not as strong as it used to, the propellers do not have enough force to move the boat.